What only exists because of people's stupidity. The warning sticker on lawn mowers telling you not to touch the blades while they are in motion. In the user manual for RVs, it specifies that the driver must remain in the driver's seat at all times when the RV is in motion because someone thought that cruise control was autopilot and went to take a shower while on the freeway and crashed. If I remember right, part of their argument against the company was that the manual did not say he had to remain in the driver's seat when cruise control was being used. Do not open door in flight. Wendy Williams Show. The ban on Kinder eggs in the US. Are people really stupid enough to swallow those eggs whole? Even if they didn't know about the toy, you can't possibly want to deep throat a ducking egg, can you? California's Prop 65. It says everything sold in California must have a label warning consumers that the product is made with ingredients/components known by the state of California to cause birth defects or cancer, unless the seller can prove that the item does not contain such components. However, nobody can actually say if anything causes cancer or not. So if you sell something in California, you must either pay a laboratory to test everything in your product, then provide reports stating that each element does not cause cancer, or you can buy a 1-cent sticker and slap it on your packaging. As a result, everything sold in California, everything, has that sticker on it. Because why wouldn't you just slap the sticker on? We voted for this. The ducking message on my in-dash display on my Honda Fit. Yes, I know I am responsible for the operation of this motor vehicle. Imagine the car not telling me that every time I start it. Me getting in an accident, and suing Honda for not telling me that I'm responsible for the car I'm driving. July and August having 31 days back-to-back like that extra day would have ended with February, but some people just want to watch the world burn. Loot boxes, for purchase, in video games. Especially games that required initial purchase just to play them. Traffic jams. Except for in outlying cases, it's literally only BC people are too dumb to be efficient. The markings on silica packets saying they aren't edible. Why would anyone think, oh wow, they gave me a little snack with my new pair of shoes? As for the argument that it's meant to warn children, since when do they pay attention to anything saying it's poison? It could literally have a skull and crossbones saying, this will kill you, and they'd still happily eat/drink it. Certain viral outbreaks. We created vaccines for a reason, and it's not because they loved stabbing people with needles. Vibrators. A stupid thought that transformed into a genius thing. Male doctors used vibrating machines to get women to climax and cure their depression. They thought an orgasm could bring a woman to full health. Then soon enough they got smaller and became a household item. Later, women were made ashamed of using one, so they became less common. Until an episode of Sex in the City when Carrie discovers the magic of vibrators. Then women across the country became less ashamed of having a vibrator and it became a common thing again. This would be my drunk history story. For external use only on a curling iron. What kind of stone cold weirdo caused this, and I'm good not knowing. All elevators here are forced by law to have a sign on their doors. Check if the elevator is here before entering. The American lawn. Lawns are a ridiculous flex from the Victorian era with no purpose in the modern era. They provide nothing, require an insane amount of water, and require constant attention. They force hundreds of millions of people to own a lawn mower and burn gasoline to maintain when organic growth and trees are free and beautiful. This AskReddit thread, if people were not stupid, nothing would exist due to people's stupidity, and this question would not be asked. I'm not trying to joke that the creator of this thread is stupid. I guess America's justice system is responsible for a large amount of the answers here given. A million warning signs on various things, like the warning signs in large Tupperware tubs, indicating that the tub isn't meant for transporting or storing babies. Anything to do with war. Tools are great, but in modern times they kill huge numbers of humans in one go. Tools that are only for war are just a sign that we are too dumb to just play nice with each other. coronavirus conditions in wet markets should have been changed radically after the SARS outbreak in 2002. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think coronavirus wouldn't be such a big problem anymore if people stayed in a ducking bed when they were sick. Vaccine-preventable diseases. If everybody was fully vaccinated, all these diseases that are easily preventable by vaccines, tetanus, measles, both hepatitis A and B, etc., would be eradicated, or at least be a lot less common. Obviously, we can't vaccinate people who are immunocompromised, so we wouldn't be able to vaccinate everyone. Any warning sticker, period. I'm not saying kill all of the stupid people. I'm just saying remove all of the warning labels and let the problem sort itself out. 1. The war on drugs/drug prohibition. 2. A corrupt, narcissistic, misogynistic, xenophobic, yellow-faced D-list celebrity named Donald Trump as president. 3. Reddit. Stupidity isn't the correct term. But if we were all smart all the time, there wouldn't be any of the amazingly stupid questions and their answers I love reading so much on Reddit. Overpopulation of coyotes. More misinformation, but the hunters still stupidly kill them, expecting it to decimate their numbers, but LMAO, they just breed even more and faster with larger litters. Shooting things isn't always an effective method. I work with these critters in my city's wildlife sanctuary and feeding all the pups from parents who were trapped illegally or hit by a vehicle. Also, we have event coordinators who bring animals to schools and libraries so the kids love it and they learn to respect the world around them. But yes, since removing wolves from North America, coyotes flourished and they are not going anywhere and are actually good for the ecosystem. Especially with feral or outdoor cats who spread disease and wiped out 63 species of birds. Plus, the only people who get mad are the irresponsible pet owners who fail to keep their dog on a short leash or too dumb and left their cat outside. But I guess blaming something that has no ability to defend itself is easier than taking the fault of your own actions. My grandparents have had their farm since the goddamn 40s and they've only had one death, and it was to a calf by a golden retriever. Chickens have been killed by neighbors' beagles like 4 times. Have 3 guard dogs at the perimeter along with larger cattle, and in the center have your smaller animals with 2 herders. Or so my grandparents say helps. Oh, apparently shooting at their feet is extremely effective because you're giving him the chance to tell his buddies that it's dangerous and to never return, rather than blast its skull and wait for the next litter that comes by to do the same. The sticker on vending machines that say do not shake because a kid was trying to steal from a machine and it fell on him. My personal vote will always go for the warning label on peanut butter that says this product contains peanuts. The sticker that reminds you to take your baby out of the stroller before folding the stroller. I might get flack for this, and I'm really sorry, but this is so a 100% American thread. No more field trips to the Holocaust Museum. BC Cody doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself. I work for a Hyundai dealership. Newer cars have a warning message when you get out of the car that says check rear seats. This is now standard because so many people left their children in the back seat. We now have to remind them. Sigh. As an American, my first trip abroad was enlightening. Went to Germany for business. And nowhere were there any of the ever-present warning signs you see in America. None of this mamby-pamby caution doors about to close or contents could be hot. It's like the entire country is telling you fuck it. You're on your own. I can respect that. Do not feed the alligators hallucinogenic signs. Must have a great story behind it. Good old Florida. Warning labels. Behind every warning label is a stupid story. My screwdriver set came with a warning. Do not insert into penis. No prizes for that one. My car tells me something like caution. Engine components may be hot when I pop the hood. It's a 2015 BMW X5. I wonder how we all survived for so long without such helpful insights. Student loan debt. How the hell did it not occur to anyone, no matter their age, that magically taking out money for a crazy expensive school instead of a community college to start off at was the only and viable option? There's being told by your parents, but a little common sense should tell you nothing is guaranteed. Not even a job. Actually, this goes to most other debt besides mortgages and such. Like credit card debt for that fancy new TV or vacation that you don't need.